Paul, what do you think about the manner in which Durst is testifying? I mean, number one, it strikes me that, excuse me, all the arguments that were being made with respect to him not being competent are not only accurate, he is very competent. In fact, yesterday he even instructed his lawyer at a break, you forgot to ask me a question. And the lawyer actually said that in front of the jury. You reminded me at the break. He's answering questions cogently in narrative form, that's for sure. But it seems as almost as if Durst is going to just give this narrative. He is not going to be dissuaded. He is not going to be interrupted. So, what do you think about how he's doing so far? And what do you anticipate with regard to Prosecutor Lewin, who has throughout this trial been very vocal in stopping narratives, making them answer yes or no questions? I just don't think Durst is going to do it. What do you anticipate as a trial lawyer you do under those circumstances?
A couple questions there. First, I do think it's really interesting. If you go back just a week or so, when the defense put on Dr. Keith Klein to testify that Durst is physically and mentally incapable of even making the decision about testifying on his own behalf, and that anything that he says, I think Dr. Klein's exact phrasing was, can't even be relied upon. But as we see Durst testifying, he remembers details from specific situations from 40 years ago, or at least he's testifying about details from 40 years ago, in a way that are certainly indicative of him relaying a narrative as though he's replaying it from a day, a week ago. So it almost, is counter, because the judge has heard that Durst is incapable, and thankfully that wasn't in front of the jury. But Durst really is showing a strong command of the facts and his memories, and so I think to that end, it's going well for him, and on direct it should be. I think with regard to Lewin, we have seen him be, for lack of a better term, a real bully on cross-examination, and one can only assume that when he gets his turn to go after Durst on the stand, that it is going to be a no holds barred fight. I don't think he's
Mm,
going to back down. I don't think
right.
Durst is going to back down.